Another important statement is a for statement or for loop. So basically what for does, it iterates through a sequence and then it executes this statement. So basically we have seen for in our earlier classes as well, where we have iterated or we have looked through a list or a tuple or a dictionary. We want to iterate through a list or a tuple or anything of that matters, like a file as well, you will go with usage of for loop. So the syntax is very simple. For, you will take a iterator, let's say you can give a name I in, and where you want to iterate. So is it a list or is it a tuple or is it a file? Now for this I'll say a range. So what, I'll give you 1 to 10. So what range does this? Range is a function which generates the numbers, right? So when you give the numbers like 1 to 10, it generates the numbers between 1 to 10. So we'll see that. So I'll just print this and I'll say, see, I got the numbers from 1 to 10. So 10 is not inclusive. So if you want to generate all the way up till 10, you'll have to give it 11 here. So you will have all the values here, right? We'll also iterate through a list. So let's say I create a list and I'll have some elements, some random elements like 1, 2, 3, and now I'll iterate through this list. So this is what a for loop statement is. For all the statements, like if you see the while statement or if statement, I've just done one simple statement. That does not mean that you will only have one statement. You can put as many statements as you can. This is for your simple understanding that I put. For example, I can say like I can also print I, and then I can also say I times 10. So I can do two prints, right? So this is I, then 1 into 10, 2 into 10. So you can have as many statements as you want. For simplicity purpose, I've taken just 1 or 2 statements, but then based upon the requirement, you can have as many statements as possible. Now for will also have an else block similar to what we have seen in while, right? Again, this is something we very seldomly use, but it's good to know. This is about for loop. This is very important. We will use this for loop very often. So hope this is very clear. It's very simple, and next lecture we will see about exception. Until then, keep practicing and keep rocking.